Rescued from that burning Dutch ocean liner off the coast of Alaska returned to their New England homes tonight. And the stories they told their relatives who greeted them at Logan Airport were amazing. David Ropeek was there.
Sadie Deingott, 79 years old, one of several New Englanders who had to abandon ship as their ocean liner, the Prinsendam, filled with smoke from an engine room fire in the northern Pacific. That was all behind her tonight, though, as Sadie was welcomed home by her daughters and son. And in an airport lounge, just what happened out there in the northern Pacific became a bit clearer.
I was fast asleep, and I had a roommate from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And it was 1:30. She woke me. And she said, the boat's on fire. The lights were out in the room. She said, the boat's on fire. Get on something warm and get out. So I said, well, let me get my glasses. She said, no time for your glasses. And she had 2 wet cloths, face cloths, and we got out, and we were on the main deck, and there was quite a bit of smoke then.
The crew of the ship was not much help, it turns out. The band played Rodgers and Hammerstein, but crew members fought passengers for life preservers.
Now, where our boat, Station 4, was, the crew had already taken them down and put them on. So Paul and I, between us, were lucky enough to have one preserver, and we proceeded to fight over who was going to put it on. He wanted me to wear it, I wanted him to wear it.
And she won.
I won. He got the life preserver.
People had to leave behind clothing, jewelry, false teeth. One man left behind his false eye. Without shoes and some clad only in pajamas, more than 500 people jammed into overcrowded lifeboats. Again, the ship's crew was no help. Paul Philopoulos had to take charge to keep his lifeboat from capsizing.
So we were being like slammed up in there, and he was saying, row back. And I just instinctively screamed, don't row, we'll drift out past the bow of the boat.
Everybody was rescued because the passengers remained calm. Nobody panicked. Nobody cried. Nobody got hysterical. It was a remarkable thing.
Why do you suppose?
The little stories are endless.
I don't know.
Sadie was on the cruise treating herself to an 80th birthday present. Marjorie Parker says she's always getting seasick, but she was one of the few who didn't get ill in the lifeboats. And this one. Had the Prinsendam been even another half day out to sea, the largest rescue in Coast Guard history may not have been so successful, because the helicopters which plucked most people from their lifeboats would not have been able to reach the scene. But they did, and everyone was rescued, and for these people, the past few days have been nothing more than a frightening adventure with a happy ending. At Logan Airport, David Ropeek, News Center 5.